Hi, Enrique, it's Daphne here. How are you? Hope that you are well and safe wherever you are in the world. Okay, yes, your last essays. But actually, let me just also signal while I'm remembering. You can buy another essay pack. Also, we've got some great discounts at the moment because so many students are in lockdown. We've got some great discounts on our essay collection correction packs. So have a look at those. You may want to just keep writing, just get as much practice in as you can and get super good before your exam, whenever that is. Because the clean energy, the green energy is becoming more prevalent. Some argue it reduces costs and is better. Others they're a threat. Okay. Clean energies have recently gained more popularity as energy supply based in as a key, as a primary, as a principal energy supply based in different nations. While many people believe that these energy are cost-effective and eco-friendly, others still claim these types of alternative energies are impacting negatively on the energy security. Now, you need to show me what you mean by that, because that is a difficult expression, and you need to show me you understand it. So, impacts negatively, like, what do you mean by that? This essay will discuss why renewable energies have their economic and environmental benefits without threatening energy production. Okay. Uh, yes, well, others claim these types of alternative energies um, just are impacting negatively on traditional. Uh, I would just say simply, it may not be reliable because this is what we mean. I would just literally say that may not be reliable, and I would take out that. The whole idea is that the idea of security is that if it's not sunny, my solar panels will not work. Okay. Firstly, there's ample evidence why usage of singular of clean energies in many countries so usage is becoming predominant due to its lower cost production and its long-term sustainability. Excellent. This is largely because modern technological advances are collaborating, yes, to reduce rather than reduce prices of key components in solar panels or wind turbines, rather than which helps to disrupt greenhouse gases. So in terms of grammar, I'll go through the grades with you in a minute, but in terms of grammar, by putting in a relative clause, which helps, you would be getting into a complex sentence, whereas if you're just using and, this is not a complex sentence. For example, recent research, too long, make this shorter, it's too many words. Recent research by somebody, but make it shorter, demonstrated that last year alone, the global weighted average cost of electricity from bio fell by 14%. Well, I think that's a little bit long too. Do you know that? Could you write that with no help? Um, okay, similar, just put similar to solar and wind because it's a bit like too many numbers here. All of this without generating CO2 emissions. It's clear that the ability of renewable to compete effectively against older fossil fuels comes as a result. Comes as a result of consistent falls in the cost, or has come, sorry, has come as a result of consistent falls in the cost of building new materials. Um, building new materials? Of new building materials. Why building materials suddenly? Of raw materials. Maybe of these. Hmm. Yeah, raw materials. Might work. Nevertheless, although this is the case for oil and even gas, favouring, uh, still supplying, we wouldn't say favouring it. That's just a mistranslation. Uh, dependency, just don't need the dependency on these non-renewable sources is expected to change in the future. Uh, these don't just go. These sources are scarce and finite. No, none of that. Consequently, no punctuation. Consequently, alternative energies which could be generated locally and self-replenished, appear to be the viable solution to secure the energy consumptions for the majority of countries. For instance, Costa Rica, which previously suffered a plethora of power outages, has achieved energy interdependency by producing 90%. Yep, good. Thus, it's possible to state beyond doubt that most nations are still relying on fossil fuels, but remain likely to switch in order to safeguard the energy system. To conclude, with the introduction of green sources, traditional forms of energy are being challenged. Good passive there. And from the arguments given, I firmly believe renewable could be beneficial in terms of affordability. Okay, so this is very, very nice. Let me just switch pages here to the band descriptors. You can get this anywhere you want. I'll include it for you, but it's the British Council. These are the public descriptors. The examiner ones are slightly different, but not very. So let me just go through here. 7. Addresses all parts of the task, yes. Presents a clear position, yes. Presents, extends and supports the ideas, yes. So this is the task achievement. So happy there. Coherence, logically organizes the information, clear progression. A range of cohesive devices. Okay, so that's the connecting words. However, although, you could use a few more of those, maybe. A clear topic, yes, that's okay. Sufficient range of vocabulary, this is Lexis. So the vocabulary is good. You're using all the right key vocabulary that I would expect to see. You're using some more unusual vocabulary here, especially in your examples. I mean, this is looking okay as well. The only thing I would think you might work on a little bit is the grammar, because your sentences are long, but they're not complicated, if you know what I mean. You need to be getting in those relative clauses. You do it a bit, but maybe you need to do it a bit more. This solar power which does this, these people who do this sort of thing. I'd like to see a conditional sentence in here somewhere. If they had invested more in solar, they would not have had so many problems. Or if too much was invested in solar, energy outages could be more frequent, that sort of thing. I think you could definitely put a conditional in there. That will be something to work on. So I would sort of say you're okay on a 7 on these, but maybe not quite on those, on the grammar. I am very cautious, Enrique, because the examiner, they're just so mean. They are not generous. They mark you down. They don't mark you up. So if you have like 2 6.5s, you would get the 6.5. You wouldn't go up to 7. They downgrade, not upgrade. But you are doing well on the quality of the writing. The vocabulary here is very, very good. Now this crazy map. Now you may not have seen this question before. A map question. They are very difficult, and I'm afraid this isn't quite on. This isn't quite right. So the 2 maps show different stages of development. The first image is before development and the second picture is the end of construction. Okay, so the 2 maps illustrate changes in an island or a previously uninhabited island before and after a construction process. I've done a podcast on this. I will send it to you. Please listen. That will help you a lot. Both islands are similar in size. Well, it's the same island. So of course it's the same. Before, after, it's the same. You can't make it bigger. 100 meters from left to right. Well, no, because it's 100, 200, 250. This remains the same. Well, yeah, you can't change an island. So for me, that just is illogical. The 2 islands have a beach. Yeah, okay. So the first island, but it's the same. Do you see what I mean? It's before and after construction. So you want to tell me what's happened. So you want to say here, you're going to be using the passive. Yeah, like this, has been. So, and it's not 8 trees exactly. It's indicating a forest. Yeah. After construction concluded. Yeah. So the developed island experienced many significant changes, such as the building of 14 holiday houses and 3 new large accommodation facilities, which have been placed close to the pier at the bottom area. Now, instead of saying bottom, say southwest. Give me the geography. So additionally, an artificial lake was dug or was constructed or was built on the far eastern side, okay, below the remaining forest area. Okay, so this is a tourist resort, basically. No. A vehicle track. So, two holiday houses. Okay. A small vehicle track was built or was laid to connect the accommodation block areas. Good, that's nice. And a footpath, as well as a footpath which now allows a walk from the beach to the hotel area or to the accommodation blocks or houses on the right. So don't say on the right, just say better to the left, to the west, to the east, in the central area, the far west, the north. I need the geography here. Overall, it's clear the developed island has allocated more accommodation. Okay, so you want to look at the passive voice throughout here and geography. Okay, I'll send you the podcast. I would suggest you have a look at another map question if you find one online or look at our site. It is very important to practice using these. They do come up sometimes, okay? And so that wouldn't be a good task for you. So that would probably not, maybe a 6. That would have not been great, unfortunately. But don't worry, better to practice it now so you know what we're doing here. But good task too, Enrique, really good. Well done. Take care and stay safe.